Alright, there we go, guys. God damn it, you got to see our asses finally. I know everybody's been dying for
Everybody
it.
got to see that I was 6'2".
Yeah, way taller than I.
Anyways, alright, man. Welcome to another episode of Sweet Nectar. This is episode 6.
Episode 6.
The podcast where we talk about everything.
Anything.
And everything in between. I'm mckinney-drew, joined by my co-host, Mr. Mordecai, Starvin Marvin, The Process, The Bear, Chris Ward.
What's going on, you slimy Pacific white-sided porpoises? That actually came to me on my drive home the other day. So let me put it this way, dude. I was driving home the other day. Oh yeah, you can hear us. Thank God. That was.
Thank God.
I'm still sweating actually. But so I was driving home the other night.
Is so stressed.
And for whoever doesn't know, I take this back road through a national park, and for some reason, so I've seen this. I've heard of this before. So people will stand out, right? They'll throw shit at your car. It happens everywhere, all the different cities and whatnot. They'll throw shit at your car to make you stop. And then when you stop, you know what I mean, they rob you, jump you, whatever. So I was driving, middle of the night, I had my high beams on, and all of a sudden I come up over this hump, and there's this guy standing out there with like a 4x4, dude. Literally like, you know, like a post you would use for a porch or whatnot. So I swerved out of the way, missed him, and the guy just stood there. Should I imitate it like I did for you guys?
Yeah, sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so he was standing there like this. And then I came up over the side, he was, woo! You know, fucking freaked out, dude. Ran off the side of the road.
What's that noise again? One more time.
But the only thing that popped into my head was porpoises, and I have no idea why. It's the weirdest thing ever, but they're like a distant cousin to dolphins.
So I'm going to call the loyal viewers of Sweet Nectar porpoises this week.
White-sided, yeah.
Dude, what did the guy look like? What was he wearing?
Honestly, he looked fucking deranged.
Really?
Yeah, he did, dude. He
Looked like he was on meth?
looked mangy, yeah.
Mangy.
Yep, you like that one.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a good characteristic to describe somebody, I would say.
Yeah, dude, it literally looked like he crawled out from under a fucking rock.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Should have hit him.
I
Just kidding, but
I
25
was too
points,
scared,
am I right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. But, yeah, man, what's new? Anything? What's going on?
This week, well, I almost killed somebody.
Yeah, there was that.
Other than that, oh, dude, I'm flying. Well, it's not new this week, but so this Sunday I'm actually flying out to Washington D.C.
Home of George Washington.
Yeah, JW.
Yeah.
George Washington. GW. Yeah, flying out there, dude. And I'm supposed to go to this conference. It's called NPMA, National Petroleum Management Association, and I'm gonna see what that's all about. Yeah, that's what's new for me. Nothing other than that, nothing really.
Dude, that's
What
cool,
about
man.
you?
Dude, I'm wearing contacts, guys. 30 years old and I'm just now wearing contacts for the first time. Don't make fun.
Is it easy to put them in?
No.
Oh.
No, this is like the 4th time I've got them in. But I'm taking less attempts. I think the first time I tried at least 30 times, my eye was, well, it wasn't swollen. It was just all like squinty and messed up.
Yeah, it looked like somebody hit him with one.
It's
of these.
life-changing, man. We literally played a round of golf today before the show. And yeah, I didn't have to wear glasses on the course. I love it. So
Yeah, it was
I'm going to
beautiful.
keep getting better at wearing these damn things.
Besides the
I'm
wind.
all about it.
Toast is here, Jason.
Toast
Thank you
is
for
here,
asking.
yeah.
And whoever wants to know his identity can slap some fucking beef.
Ooh.
Because you're never going to know.
People aren't going to know.
Unless you show up at my house, Pony. But we'll see.
Tony's
Rodolfo, what's up, dude?
Tony flies.
Let's go. Yeah.
Like it. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That was weird. This is the weirdest episode we've had yet.
that was terrible.
I just told him, like, right when we cut, I was like, guess next week we're getting microphones.
Yes.
Finally.
So shitty, man. We pulled up the software or whatever, and we could not get the typical microphone to read on the Mac for some reason. It took forever. Just decided to send it, no test. Idiots. Dude, should have tested it, because look at where we are now.
Yeah.
Backtracking.
This is also the first episode, too, ever, that we're going to try to have people call in. So
Yes.
if you want to call in,
Yes.
call in.
Call in.
Say
Everybody's
some
gonna be able
stupid
to,
shit. Who knows?
everybody
I
should
don't
be able
know.
to hear you. We have a dedicated number to it. And it's just so you know, so once you dial the line, if you do, I'm assuming the first come, first serve type of deal, right? So if you call and it's busy, hang up, don't fuck with it, you know what I mean? Wait until you see on the screen that nobody else is there. But yeah, we have a dedicated number. When you call, it's going to ask you for your name, and just say your name into the microphone on your phone or whatever, and then it'll ask me whether or not I want to accept your call. So depending on what name I hear, it's either going to get declined or accepted.
Rodolfo says take a shot for the boys.
Take a shot for the boys. I can do that always. Glad you can see. I'm so happy for Adam. You can finally see.
I'm not blind anymore.
It's like a baby coming out.
I'm actually gonna date cute girls now or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna go hit on her, and they're like,
boys
oh,
and girls.
Adam. Then I get up on it. Oh, dude, that's a real story. Oh, jeez. That's a real story. So we're at a bar out here. This was before I deployed. And I literally could see 2 girls across the way.
Yeah.
I was looking at the dark-haired one, but she was also with a blonde. And I told my buddy, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go hit on them. And he's just like, really? And I thought he was like, maybe intimidated. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got this. Whatever. He wasn't saying really because he was intimidated. He was saying really as in, woof. Dude, the one goes to the bathroom, and so I'm like, awesome. Gonna wingman her. I'm gonna walk up to her friend and ask her like, hey,
man.
what's your friend's name or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I walk up, and as I get closer and closer, I get like right here, and I go, this lady has to be 60 years old.
No shot.
I shit you not, dude.
Really?
And then I'm just like, well, too close, can't back out of this mission yet. So I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, whatever. And she's like, good. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, is that your granddaughter? She's like, yeah, she is. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I am so blind, dude. This is not good. So contacts are gonna be a blessing, man. Holy shit, dude. I came back and all my friends started making fun of me. They're like, dude, you really can't see, can you? And I'm like, nah, dude, I can't see shit. And I was like, do you guys know that? She's like, yeah, we knew. We're just gonna let you like burn.
See,
And then she came back from the bathroom though, dude. She was like, hey, this is Adam, blah, blah, yeah, he was asking about you and shit. And like, dude, she was like really nice, but dude, the girl, like, I don't know, she was very socially awkward. She was just like, oh, hey. She's like kind of kept looking out of the corner of her eye. We know people like that. And I was just like, all right, this is weird, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, have a good night, ladies. I'm gonna be over here. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
It's an epic story though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this goes to show how fucking blind I am, so.
Dude, without the, what is it, five senses?
Huh?
Or is it 6?
Yeah, who knows, man?
Yeah, without
Eyes,
your X amount of senses.
Smelling,
touch,
taste.
touch. 5.
6th Sense. 5. It's 5.
Yeah, 5
You've got the
senses.
6th Sense. Anybody ever seen the 6th Sense? If you haven't, watch it tonight. I'm not gonna ruin the ending for you. I think it's a top 50 movie.
Top 50?
Yeah, moving on. Moving on. I said what I said.
Alright.
Alright, cool. Alright, man. I don't even know if Bowden's in here. Bowden, are you in here? Because if he is, I was supposed to tell a certain story. And if he's not, I ain't gonna tell the story. But.
Well, if you ain't, dude, I got a story.
Go ahead.
The title of the story is The Texas Assassin. So basically I got to England, right? I was there for about, I don't know, probably 10 months, and this guy shows up, right? And they're like, oh, you're going to sponsor him in? I was like, okay, cool. Pick him up, whatever, and do the whole drive into base. I'm like, so what's your backstory? I'm trying to feel him out. He's like, yeah, man, from Texas. I know another guy from Texas, actually. He's kind of a fuck. But,
yeah, dude. Tejas, interesting place.
Uh-huh.
It's not like Indiana, the greatest country in the United States.
Greatest country. Huh. Nice selection of words. But yeah, so I'm picking this guy up, right? It's like a 2-hour drive from the airport, so you have plenty of time to get to know him, right? So I'm driving out. I'm like, oh, he tells me where he's from. And I'm like, so what did you do before the Air Force, You joined after high school, college, whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, well, dude, I was actually an assassin for a farmer in Texas. So I just started dying laughing. I'm like, oh, dude, fuck, that was hilarious, bro, good one. So what'd you really do? He was like, no, I'm serious. He was like, this Texas farmer hired me, dude, and like, basically I would dress up as a janitor, whatever would fit the part, and they would have all these meeting places wherever they were going to have their meetings, and he would show up there, and he would pretend to be someone he's not, and kind of, scan the building, I guess, to see his best vantage point. And after that day of the meeting, he'd sit up on this hill, he said, with a sniper, and he would just watch whoever his farmer guy was meeting with. And he was like, I was always ready to take the shot, but I never did.
What?
Yeah. So I was like,
dude, who is this guy?
I'm not going to say his name, dude. Actually, fuck it. Cesniak is his name.
Oh my god, dude. I was in Texas with Cesniak.
Yeah. In Texas? In tech school?
Tech school, whatever, in Texas.
It was, it was Texas.
It was Texas. Oh shit, dude. He has another interesting story. Man, I feel bad for name dropping now.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
Hopefully nobody knows him in here, dude. I'm gonna tell the whole story, dude. You know what I mean? So No shame on me, right, dude?
Hey, if it's real, it's real. Who gives a shit? Live your truth.
Alright, so this is the story, right? So.
Oh my god, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
This is rough.
Yeah, so basically, this guy, right, he's in England or whatever, and he goes home on leave, right? Hasn't seen his lady at the time. I believe it was his girlfriend in months, right? Months on months on months. Goes home, has a great time, right? Comes back and he's like, dude, I just had the best time of my life, blah, blah, blah. Like 2 weeks later, his wife shoots him, or his girlfriend, I don't know, wife, girlfriend, I forget what she was to him at the time, but shoots him a text and she was like, hey.
Sister.
I'm pregnant. Yeah, the
Just
old
kidding.
sister wife.
Joke.
How
do we call? That'll be in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be. It's like a whole segment, so we'll get to the calls and then.
Right after this, probably.
Yeah, probably right after this, to be honest with you. So, name dropping is crazy. I know, dude, but nobody knows him except for the people that know him, right? So, whatever. He comes back and he's 2 weeks after he gets back, he's like, dude, great fucking news.
Might be a dad.
My significant other is pregnant. And I'm like, oh, bro, that's fucking sick. I was like, so what, she just found out? And he was like, yeah, but she's 3 months pregnant. And I kind of sat there and, I side-eyed it a little bit, like cockeyed or whatever, dude. And I was like doing the math in my head. It was like that one meme where the guy, all the equations are flying by him. I was like, 2 weeks, 3 months, sex. That's not your baby. And so... Oh, name dropping is crazy.
That's not your baby.
Yeah, so whatever, dude. It's so in my head, I'm like, dude, that's not his baby. But I was like, I'm not gonna tell him that right there, because who am I? You know what I mean? I really don't know. And I talked to a few other people about it. I'm like, dude, like purely out of like trying to help this guy out. You know what I mean? Like, I love Cesniak, but I was like, hey, talk to some other people. I was like, hey, man. Does this add up to you? And they were like, hell no, dude, that is not his fucking kid. So I sat him down, I was like, look, bro, like, I hate to be this fucking dude, but I really don't think that's your kid. I was like, the timelines fucking mathematically just do not add up. Like, that's impossible. He was like, no, that's my kid, I swear. I was like, you can swear as much as you want, you know what I mean? But months go by, whatever. My NCOIC even sits him down, and he's like, hey, dude, that's not your kid. Like, it just doesn't line up. Blah, blah, blah. This guy flies home to have his baby. And, I should have mentioned this. It's a Caucasian couple. The baby comes out black.
There it
is. And, he comes back and he shows me pictures of this child, and I was like, nice kid. I was like, but that's not your baby. He was like, no, dude, that's my son.
It's definitely my baby.
I was like, okay, cool, man, whatever. And apparently,
that's rough, dude.
Apparently, he asked his wife/girlfriend why the kid was black, and she was like, well, you see, genetically that could happen every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. This guy's just getting fucking
the
workaround.
Two white people get together and they could have a black baby. It just happens sometimes.
Dude, he must just like super love that girl. He's just like way past 100% of denial. He's just like, yeah, it is what it is. Like the genetics.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Gonna put him in T-ball.
I'm like, no, dude, that ain't your kid.
Some people are just trying to be a T-ball dad,
Yeah. Who knows though, man? But that was my first time ever meeting this kid. I couldn't imagine that.
I barely remember him when I was around him.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Asked for a lot of favors though.
I know another guy asked for a lot of favors.
There were so many people in the UK like that. Yeah, by the way, Rodolfo in here, he was stationed with me out in England. He's a good dude.
Joshua?
Yeah, old Joshua.
See, he can name drop, man. He's got his whole name in there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear about him. What do you got on him? I'm just kidding.
So, dude, he had this idea, but he tried to bring me in on it, dude. He wanted to start up this whole clothing brand, gaming, live streaming, video type of deal. And, dude, I've never apologized to this day, dude. But, like, I was really all for that, but I was just a little shithead back then, dude. My priorities were all fucked up, My main priority was getting fucked up. And, I don't know, dude. I would have loved to pursue that with you, though. That would have been dope. But it just didn't happen, unfortunately. But great dude.
I had a friend hit me up and he wanted to rob banks.
You didn't do it?
He said that's pretty stupid because of the security systems these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, toast, I'm not going to do that. It's crazy.
Oh, shit. It was toasty, huh?
It was toast, yeah.
Oh.
Guy's an idiot.
Good old toast. I mean Leo. I mean toast, sorry.
Just kidding, that wasn't real. It's just a bit.
Yeah.
It's just a bit. Well, let's get a caller in here.
Yeah, okay.
What we gotta do, guys?
You guys
Alright, I'll
ready
tell you what. We can put, Toast is gonna put the number in there.
Yeah,
It's literally 702-5118. Oh, yeah, 518-4305.
Yeah.
Yeah. 702-518-4305 if you're interested in, calling in, so.
Yeah, give me a call. I got the phone right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Those first two callers are both Adam himself.
That's not true.
We did test
Partially
this.
True.
We did test
yeah.
this. Is that speaker on?
It should be. I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice. No one calls in.
Someone's gonna call in.
No one's gonna call in.
Did you put it in the chat, Toast?
Guys better come in with something outrageous.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I want to hear some crazy shit. Well, actually, I don't want to hear that crazy of shit. By the way, if you say anything outrageous, I'm hanging up on your ass, and I'm gonna block you from the stream. Just kidding, because we're pretty short on viewers these days. So.
Yeah, and Chris says outrageous shit himself.
Yeah.
So I was driving home the other night, and this guy tried to rob me with a stick. Just kidding.
Well, dude, it was an
good.
awfully big... Dude, I'm telling you...
What if you smoked him, man?
To be honest with you, I would have kept on driving, and that's pure honesty out of my part. Would have went back, got a car wash the next day, probably called out of work, and fucking made sure all my ducks were in a row. To be honest with you. And I think anybody there would have done the same thing. This man threw a chair off the... God damn it! Did I really?
I believe that 100%.
Dude, I also
Was it in Korea?
I also hit a certain higher-up individual in the back of the...
You've told me that story.
Yeah, with a bottle. That's a great story.
You told me that in the 6-month dry runs of this show.
Dude.
Oh, they were dry. I was like, do I want to do a podcast with this guy? I'm
Toast,
not
are you
sure.
gonna put the number in there? God damn it! Oh. Oh. Well,
That comment almost made me throw up.
We already wait. What comment almost made him throw up? Did someone actually say that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Dude,
Someone
I
did
got
say
a
that?
good story about someone throwing up, dude.
My comment? Oh, I said sorry? Oh. Oh, okay. But anyway, dude, like we said, dude, we just gave you the number 4 times, so I mean if your hands are slow or something, that's
702-518-4305. We've had people request for this number. Hey, but you know the funny thing is about throwing up? One time in 8th grade, old Adam mckinney-drew, just sitting in there. Obviously had straight A's, obviously hell of an athlete, hell of a whatever, you know what I mean? More than a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
JK.
Just jacking me up.
But I told my teacher, I'm like, dude, I was like, I need to puke. He's like, no, you don't. You just want to go home. I was like, no, I need to puke. And I'm sick. He's like, no, you don't. So, like, right in the middle of class, dude, I'm just sitting there, mouth is starting to foam, starting to sweat bullets, turning white. Dude, he's up there lecturing. I just get right up, walk up in the front of class, grab the trash can from under his desk, and just fucking puke.
We got our first call. Oh my God, is this who I think it is?
It was pretty much a slap in his face. Cool.
Hello?
Oh my God. Just pretty much a slap in his face.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Paula.
Oh, really? Paul as in
Yes.
Andre?
Hello, say that again.
Paul as in Madre?
Yes, Paula as in Madre.
What are you doing? You gotta turn off the stream in the background. I can literally hear it coming through. Well, at least mute it. Who's coming through
Okay,
here?
we got it turned down.
Oh, yeah? Well, you talk to
Adam,
Chris. I'm getting another call.
Hello?
I think you should tell the story. Hello?
Oh, you go ahead, Miss McKinney.
So formal.
I think you guys' call is fucked up or something.
No, we can hear you fine.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, what's going on?
Well, I think Adam should tell you the story. It's quite embarrassing, but he should tell you the story of when he was at Vincennes University and was pledging a fraternity and how his mom called the cops on him.
God damn it. I told you I was a fraternity brother.
I
Yeah,
think it's
alright.
a pretty hilarious story.
Alright, Mom, you get off the line. I'll tell that story. You're embarrassing me. I'm just kidding.
I think you're damn right, Mr. McKinney.
Hey, that's how I got my nickname
Alright,
Pistol Pete, man.
Pistol
You
Pete.
tell the story right, or else I'll have to call back and tell it the correct way.
I agree.
Okay, alright, Mom. I love you. Alright. Bye.
Love you.
Alright, bye. That was some lady acting like my mom. Who'd you hire to do that, man?
Dude, honestly, it was the guy with the fucking 4x4.
No, alright, man. So, yeah, I was a fraternity brother. Pretty much I was pledging this fraternity when I was at school studying music production. It's one of... I actually haven't talked about any of that shit yet, but I was in music before I was in the military pretty heavily. It was pretty cool. I actually tell a story about that tonight. And, anyways, I went to school for music producing. Literally had the guy that was in John Mellencamp's band as my professor. His name's Dave Parman.
Parman.
Yeah, Dave Parman. And, dude, he was groovy as shit. Should have focused on my studies and stuff. It's actually a big life regret. Thanks for bringing that up, Mom. Just kidding. But anyways.
Oh shit, wait, I think we got our second caller.
Alright, well, let me tell this story real quick. You can call him and keep him on hold until we're ready to put him through the Bluetooth. But anyways, so I go to this fraternity, and a part of our pledge week was we had Hell Week, right? And so we're chilling, and I'm like, damn, dude, going through whatever, you know, trying to make it as an active brother in this fraternity, and Delta Gamma Iota. And I got the nickname Pistol Pete, whatever, everybody called me Pistol Pete when I was there. And pretty much we have this one night, and like we wake up, and the cops are at the door, and we weren't allowed to have our phones for like multiple days during Hell Week.
Yeah.
And so my mom, like, she told my fraternity brother, his name was Eric Aspinwall. Dude, that guy's the shit. I fucking love Eric. I hope he's doing good in life. And dude, yeah, he was my big brother in the fraternity, dude. And he was like, he promised my mom he'd call her every day or text her every day and let her know that I'm alive while I don't have my phone. Dude, I guess he didn't hit her up or some shit. And she called the cops, dude. Like, they showed up with like 5 cops at this fraternity house. And they just come downstairs and they're like, hey, where's Pistol Pete at? And I was just like, oh shit. You know, because if you're getting yelled at in a fraternity, it's never good. It's kind of like basic training in the military, but not as intense. And so, dude, I just like walk up and I'm like, hey, what's up? And there's like, God, Pistol, what the fuck did you do? Dude, there's 5 cops at the damn door, dude. Like, I was like, what type of shit are you into? And I was just like, I don't know. And I like go up there and they're like, hey, are you Adam McKinney? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, thank God, all right. Will you call your fucking mom? She thinks you're dead or something. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's embarrassing. And then they gave me a second fraternity nickname, which I've never repeated until just now, Toast, which is Mama's Little Red Rider. Yeah, so that became a name. But dude, also, you know what? I was kind of a badass pledge because I broke our beer pong record and I wasn't even a pledge yet. I was a little rushy. Good times, man. Good times. And
Little rushy. What's a little rushy?
you rush a fraternity. Dude, this is another good story. I go to school, whatever. Dude, they dropped me off early. So I'm sitting there for weeks, man. And I'm like chilling and I'm like so fucking bored. You can only play so much piano. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, tell that to Ben Folds. Look him up
What
after
the
this.
fuck is Ben
He's a great
Folds?
fucking piano player. Anyways, man, so we're fucking chilling, right? And dude, there's this really cool kid in our class, kind of like one of you guys, right? And I would go up and be like, hey, you guys are dope, man. And I went to this kid named Tanner. I was like, dude, it was in piano class too. It was our first week of school, and I was like, dude, I'm so bored. I've been here for a month in classes, like that. And he's like, why? And I was like, my parents dropped me off early. We thought classes started earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit. And I was like, yeah. I was like, dude, I can't sit in my dorm room anymore. What do you do around here for fun? He's just like, dude, honestly, I'm going to go to this rush event for this fraternity, but not really, you know, to rush the fraternity. I'm not going to be a frat brother. And I was like, yeah, dude, that sounds absolutely awful. And he's like, yeah? He's like, dude, I'm just going to go to drink some beer, you know, and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, cool. I was like, that sounds cool, but dude, I'm not going to rush the fraternity either. Dude, they fucking hook, line, sinkered us, man. We showed up. You started drinking beer. There was cute girls. You're fucking 19 years old. You're just like, this is the best place ever. Why would I ever leave here? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. And I was just like, fuck. Next thing I know, I'm rushing a fraternity. Next thing I'm pledging, getting the fucking cops called on us. Dude, and another side story out of this, and I do this, I do fucking tell stories, is one night when we're fucking playing gigs, touring around fucking MCX, I'm chilling, and we get done with a song, and it's in between another song, so it kind of goes dull. We're like tuning for the next song or whatever, and I literally hear people yelling from the back of the venue going, Pistol Pete! And I was like, fuck. I was like, my fraternity brothers are here. This isn't good. Dude, and they were. There was like a group of 5 of them at that show, and they're just like, bro, we had to come see you, man, while you were touring. It's pretty cool, huh? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, hey, man, who's the joke on? Like, you dropped out of music school, and now you're doing cool shit like this. And I was like, yeah. What are you guys up to, man? Don't call me Pistol. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't like that, man. It was really good to see him. But yeah, Mom, thanks for calling in. Mom's name's Paula. We call her Paula. And she won Best Parents. My parents won Best Parents my senior survey in high school. So she's
Paula.
cool. Yeah.
Love Paula, dude. Never met Paula. Love Paula.
Yeah.
From across the U.S. Here, dude, we did have one more caller, though, so I'm going to give him a buzz back real quick. Here we go.
Good fucking thing, Jessica. Why is Chris always struggling to comprehend on
Hello?
this show?
Hello? Hello?
What up, dog?
Who is this?
Who is this? Yeah.
Hey, we're a little delayed, but I got you.
Yeah, but who is this?
This is Jason Rivera, J-Riv, bro.
J Riv,
Okay,
dude.
there.
I can't remember the last time I saw J Riv.
The old rib condom, baby.
Good
What's
to
up?
see him.
What's up, dog? You need to tell him about the robot we saw today, bro.
The
Oh
robot.
my god! Good fucking content. Good fucking shit, Jason.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm lying. We saw Jason earlier today. We played fucking 9 holes with him. That's why Chris's face is so windburned. It's either that or he's just that ugly. I'm not sure.
Dude, honestly, your face looks a little bit worse than
Hey,
mine.
I'll let you do it, man. Hit me up.
Alright, love
All
you,
right,
Jason.
cutie.
Cutie. Oh,
Goodbye.
dude, you're getting paperwork. No, I'm just kidding. Dude,
Alright.
you gotta fucking go for this
Yeah,
one.
man,
man.
okay.
This shit was
So
crazy.
We're hitting up the front 9, right? I forget what hole it
I
was.
think it was hole 3 or 4.
hole 5
Just
or
got,
6.
just got done on the green.
Yes. So we're fun. We roll. Well, actually, I'm ahead of everybody else at this point because for some reason I went on a spree of putting in before everybody could even get up to the green because I'm just that good. Yeah, no comment. So
I didn't even know what to say, dude.
so we get up to the. I get up to the next hole. I tee up, and as I'm teeing up, dude, I hear whoop 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 whoop.
Dude,
whoop.
its legs are like hinges.
Yeah.
It's they're like this.
Yeah. So
Like
the,
this, and it's
the
going
legs
like
hinge
this.
backward like this. Whoop whoop.
What was it, Chris? What was it?
It was a fucking mechanical animal,
It
dude.
was a robotic dog.
Roaming the desert.
I've only seen one on the U-boob.
Dude, I need to sit
That's
with my
YouTube.
legs crossed. Yeah. So, dude, they can still see my ass crack. Don't look at it.
I'm wearing all black, man. I'm like...
Yeah,
into the
you're
background,
tuned out,
dude.
dude. Every crease
Yeah,
can be
dude.
seen in my goddamn pants.
That's a beautiful candle.
That's my ass.
Yeah, but no, we saw literally something that you see in movies today.
Yeah, so, dude, if you, I don't even know what to call it, but whatever, dude. A mechanical dog, and it's just carousing the fucking, I don't even know if that's the right way.
That's what it looked like. Bottom right. Bottom
yeah,
right.
Yeah, bottom right.
Right
yeah,
there.
That guy.
Oh, pull that
There-
little
yeah,
bastard
we're
up.
gonna pull it up for you cuckolds.
That's
One
literally
second.
what it looked like.
Triple swipe.
Dude, this thing's out on a golf course, though.
Yeah.
That's what's so fucking weird. It's out there
Yeah.
walking by itself. You don't know who's monitoring it. It's got a camera. Dude, I filmed it
That's
with
it
my
right there.
GoPro. So, because we've been putting together GoPro footage and all this
Yeah.
other shit for shit that we're planning to do with the show later.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, dude, I was filming it, and it was filming me, and we were both sitting there in a crossroads of life. And I was saying, is this aliens contacting us? Probably. And I know that they would come to me. What? I'm a great person to contact on Earth. Got a lot. Toast, you agree? No? Alright, whatever, dude.
No.
Anyways, dude, it happened today,
Dude,
March 24th. And, yeah.
I started
I
running after it.
said fucking send them, dude.
Dude, I
Send them down to Earth. Let's go.
So expect some company. No, dude, I didn't even know what it was though. I literally started running after it. I was like, boys, boys, boys. What is that?
I got you on GoPro. Man.
Yeah, no, we have GoPro footage of it, but
GoPro.
Yeah, GoPro.
GoPro's that new yogurt place opening down the street.
Yeah, aka what Adam's got on his balls. So I'm running after this thing, boys! And we get up to it, Jason's like, hey buddy, don't go too near. Honestly, I was like,
dude, what happens if you got too close to it and it just fucking kicked you in the nuts?
Dude, fucking Kangaroo Jack punched me in my dick. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have screamed a little.
Probably would have.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Dude, I don't know, but that was honestly one of the weirdest things I've seen out in the wild.
It was all.
Other than that time I ran into Bigfoot. That's a true story, I'll tell it later.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I ran into a Sasquatch, but that'd be
Yeah.
cool. He can hit me up too, dude. I'd talk to Bigfoot.
Yeah.
He can throw rocks at me all day.
We've actually seen a Bigfoot, Toast and I.
Really?
Yeah, one time out on the fucking, just fucking going through life together. It wasn't even,
Going through life together.
Yeah, it was in a cave in the northwest region of the
Dude, if I
United
was
States.
a cop interrogating you, I wouldn't believe you even right now.
That's, well, fuck you, buddy.
Like, where were you on April 12th, 1998? And you're like, going through life together.
Dude, I'm just happy to say that me and Toast have been buddies for at least 10 years now.
I don't even like Toast. He's from Texas, and I hate Texas.
Yeah, good one, dude. He's actually from the northwest region of the United States.
Yeah.
Like I said.
He's
When
actually
we were going through tunnels out in the caves of the
Minnesota.
fucking nether realm.
Minnesota.
Oh my god, we have another caller!
Yeah, so that's the fucking robot dog we saw today, guys. I think it was an alien.
We have a call from Yee!
Yee, what's up, my guy? It sounds... Is it yay or yee?
Hello?
Yo,
Who is
what's
this?
up, guys? Long time listener, first time caller.
Oh.
Just wondering if you cucks are gonna be at Johnny Max after this. Just
Oh, old J-Max.
that's all I gotta say.
I got a trivia question for you. If you answer right, then I might be there.
Just him though.
Are you ready?
I'm born already.
Does Johnny Max have Johnny no age or Johnny with an age?
Mmm.
Ooh, so we're gonna go with an H for 200, Alex.
Sounds like I'll be at Johnny Max, guys. Little meet and greet after the show.
That's a fair
Do
play.
you get an autograph or just like a?
No autographs, but we'll do pictures.
Yeah,
Hey.
take pictures, of course.
I mean, I don't even know who this is on the other side of the line, but we might hit a sixer before too, if that interests you.
Yeah.
If the...
Just put it in the chat, dude. That easy. I love the show, dude. I'm waiting for the book to come out. I got the poster on the wall. I just was honored to be on the show, you guys. Thanks.
Well, thanks.
Dude, I don't know who that guy was, but he fucks.
A long-time viewer, first-time caller. That's who that is.
Yeah,
Long-time viewer. So
Said that we gotta have a book come out. That's cool stuff. Yeah.
LVFC. Long-time viewer, first-time caller. LVFC.
LVFC.
Yeah. Good luck.
Toast, put that in the comments. LVFC.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I don't know. But yeah, dude, what's it called? So, something that we do, you might have heard us mention it before, it's called Grab a Sixer. We're not talking about
you
beer.
can't tell people grabbing a sixer is. I feel like it's an honor.
Alright, you're right, yeah.
This guy's too drunk.
Yeah,
Just
no,
kidding, he really
you-
isn't. Are
No.
we paying attention to the comments enough here?
Yeah, you moving your...
LVFC. I am toast.
Yeah, LVFC. On both
No fucking
platforms.
way. He was
That's
running
awesome.
after it. Oh, dude.
I was running after it, dude.
Breast augmentations. Every time. I love that. It's good stuff.
Who the fuck said that?
Dude.
I'm
Yeah,
so
this is
so
great.
sick of whoever the fuck that is, dude. But she also happens to share my last name.
They got a funny last name. We got a caller.
This is... Oh, yeah, we do have a caller. The old fucking sack augmentee herself.
Wait, flies. How tall are you guys? Asking for a friend. That's a very good question. Chris is 6'1", and obviously
Adam's
I'm
fucking
6'2".
6'7".
6'2". Yeah.
Let's,
On a Tuesday though.
Let's see who the fuck this is. Hello? Who is this?
Hello? Hello?
Who is this? State your name for the record.
Jessica Horg. I'm waiting for when the merch is coming out.
The merch. The merch has been thought of.
Yeah.
We have some plans with that, but
I told Chris I want koozies. And I
I'll
believe...
totally buy a crew neck.
yeah, I know. I've thought about that one. Adam's kind of thoughts are low. Like, unlike his height.
Yeah. Hey, I actually think that this is Mandy Moore, though.
Oh my gosh, the lag is crazy right now.
What lag? On the stream? Yeah, I know, there's a delay, so fucks like you can't do this shit, buddy.
I'm commenting the breast augmentation every podcast.
Yeah,
Chris
I
is
bet
like
you-
5'8". Thank you, Josh. He is.
Chris is like 5'8"?
He is 5'8".
Oh, dude, I should fucking do something about that, but I can't because you're somewhere I don't know.
Jessica, you gotta tell me fucking funny stories about Chris when he was growing up sometime.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, good.
Next guest should be me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just wants
Yeah,
the
next guest
free
would be me.
fucking room and board at El Casa de Horic, don't you, buddy?
Hey, honestly,
Yeah,
you can stay in the
alright.
cat house. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I actually just built one. I'll fucking shove your ass in there.
Yeah. You guys are wild.
You're wild.
What's wild is this phone call has zero substance, pal. Why did you call? What do you
Hey,
have?
I just wanted to know when the merch was coming out.
Yeah, the merch is coming out when we release it, alright? You'll be notified.
Hey, top of your head. Yeah, we're getting a website and everything. We're writing books. Hey, top of your head. Anything that Chris should tell a story about?
Yeah, please. You have anything?
Tell a funny story that has to do with you and Dad.
Oh, me and Dad. I do have a story of the time that my dad punched my cousin in the chest so hard he flew back 4 feet.
It's beautiful. Let's hear it, dude.
But my dad's also strung like a string bean. Alright, Jess, nice to talk to you, pal. I'll see you next time I come home. I'm coming home in 3 years, so
Okay,
yeah.
breast augment.
Fuck you, buddy. I knew it was coming. Slap beef, pal. Alright, so the time Edward
I'm having a good time, dude. This is great. I'm so happy to be here.
I love the call time, man.
Toast, get in there. I ain't gonna fucking let people see
Yeah,
your
don't let him
hand.
see his hand, yeah. It's very identifiable.
Yeah.
So the time
He's
Edward
from
J.
Minnesota.
Horick punched a, fucking what age were we? 10-year-old in the chest.
Yeah.
And he went airborne. So basically one time, my cousin, we'll call him Justin, that's not his real name. We were all going out to the car, me and my
I feel like
sister.
that is his real name.
It is his real name. We were all walking out to the car. It was me, my sister, Justin, and my dad. And I, that should have been like that. We're walking out to the car. My sister's little rat ass fucking runs up to the front seat, hops in there, dude. And, that's just not how the cookie crumbles, Oldest born, firstborn, oldest born. You're gonna have to figure that out, pal. I don't got nothing for you right now, at least not live.
The garbage.
So she runs in the front seat. The firstborn always gets the front seat, right? So I'm causing a stink, dude. I'm 10, she's 8, still in a high chair, wearing diapers. And so I'm causing a stink. I'm like, Dad, what the hell, man? I'm like, dude, she can't be up there. That's my seat. I'm oldest. And he's like, fuck you, buddy. Get in the back seat.
Nice.
And so as soon as he gets in the car,
Sounds like a nice gentleman.
I hit one of these. The old slap of the beef. That's where that comes from.
Yeah, I do got a fucking cut in right here. No offense.
Mm.
I've seen videos of Chris when he was younger, and I could definitely see him doing that because he was definitely missing a chromosome or something.
Yeah. So I do that to I do that to him, right? And he gets pissed. Like pissed. I've never seen anybody like a face change from warm and welcoming to I'm gonna kill you. So he jumps out of the car, and by this time my little brain already knows that it's time to run. So I start running around the house, right? We're doing laps around the house. He chased me around the house twice, and on the third time my cousin's like, I'm a big man, I'm 10, should probably cut this out. So he goes in between us, so I run by, right? My dad's still coming behind me because I'm faster than him. And he's like, stop, Uncle Eddie, stop, please. My dad literally just runs up to him and smokes him in the middle of the chest, dude. A 12-inch punch right to the chest. Fucking, oh yeah, flies back, slides on the grass, and as I see that out of the corner, out of the crotch of my eye, I know it's time to continue running. So I'm running down the street, dude, and I'm jumping over neighbors' bushes, and my dad's fucking hot on my tail. But for some, I'm a little punk-ass bitch, at least when I was younger.
Still are.
Yeah. So I'm jumping these bushes, and he's hot on my tail, dude, and all the neighbors are just like, fucking watching us from another state.
Come back here, you little shit.
They're like, what the
I'm gonna
fuck
beat
is
you with
going
a
on?
fucking what's that thing on a tree?
A switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm running. Dude, I'm just waving to the neighbors. I'm like, what's up? What was his name? Bill.
Bill?
Yep, Bill Nye. Bill Nye was his last name.
Bill Nye was
Yeah.
your neighbor?
Yep.
Same guy we're
Different
both
guy.
thinking of?
No, different guy.
Okay.
His name was Bill Nye, the history guy. So totally different dude. So I'm running. I'm like, "What's up, Bill?"
I hate
Keep
it
on
here.
running, and this other
I honestly
lady,
hate it here.
this other named Linda. I'm like, "What's up, Linda?" Dude, I run down the street, finally get away from him. I was so scared to go home. I hid in a bush for like fucking 6 hours. I didn't walk in the door of my house until like 10 p.m.
That part sounded exactly like you hiding in a bush for 4 hours.
Yeah.
You did that at work a week ago.
What fucking
On the
bush?
clock.
We live in the desert, all right, dude. That's obviously a lie. There ain't no
Alright,
bushes
it was a
out here.
tumbleweed.
Yeah, yeah, he's telling the truth. So, yeah, but that's that story, though. Anybody else wants to call, and the line's open, but yeah, take your time.
The line is open. I got a good story. What time is it?
Let's hear it, dude.
Oh, yeah. Man, we're moving. Sorry for the technical difficulties again. See, this show actually panned out to be pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're damn right it did. Alright, cool. Anyways, guys. Alright, so cool. I got a good story. So there's this band called The Dangerous Summer. If you guys haven't looked them up, you need to look them up on Pure
Most
Volume
Dangerous
because they're really good. And,
Here you go.
man, he always does this. He always does this.
Do you want some of this?
No, well, yeah.
You'll get
What
your-
is this?
you'll
It's
get
a
your
Cool
heart pumping.
Ranch?
Yeah.
I don't take it unless it's Cool Ranch.
That is Cool Ranch.
It says spicy nacho.
It's Cool Ranch. I switched them out. I finished the spicy nacho, put in the coolest ranch. Last time Adam did that, he spit all over my face. That's a different story, though.
Alright. Well, last time I actually didn't have any chaser because I didn't take my pickle juice and I almost threw up.
No, different story.
Different
than that, but
story, yeah. Anyways, there's this band called The Dangerous Summer and they're really big. They played on Warped Tour, blah, 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 blah. When I started playing music, they really inspired me, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I go to see them at this show one time. Drive to see them at the Irving Theater in Indianapolis. I'm from Indiana. And so, dude, me and my buddy get to this show, and just at the same time, their drummer, Tyler Minsberg, who'd been on, I think, their first 2 or 3 records.
2 or 3.
2? Yeah, Reach for the Sun and whatever the other fucking one was. Warpaint.
War
Yeah,
Paint.
it was 2 albums. Damn. Right there, man. Got the discography in the old noggin. So, man, Tyler Minsberg used to tear it up, dude. They fucking would headline fucking Warped Tour and all this shit. They're getting produced by this guy named Paul Levitt in Baltimore. Ended up recording with him later. That's a whole different story. Pretty dope. Pretty inspiring. Anyways, dude, I go to this coffee shop before this show because I'm like, I don't give a shit about the opener, even though sometimes I was the opener. So go watch your openers because I've discovered some of my favorite bands that way. Dude, one of the best ones was I went to see Amberlin in Chicago. Would go see him every October.
Wait, Amberlin? Just
Amberlin.
a quick pause. Is that hub related or no?
Hub?
Yeah.
Amberlin?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like the hub of music.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They're a big indie rock band. I don't know what's going on right now. What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on,
Never mind,
folks?
dude. You keep on going.
Anyways,
Whoever got it,
go
got
see
it.
Amberlin in Chicago every fucking other year with my drummer. His name was Jonah at the time, dude. Jonah, hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
And dude, one of the bands came out, dude, and I remember we were just sitting there. Crowd got quiet. This guy just walks up to the mic and goes, "What's up?" He's like, "We're from Indian Lakes." From Indian Lakes. They go into this fucking big ass song called "Stay Outside." It was their fucking big song that made them like take off and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, later, like, a band from my area, they're called Stay Outside, they actually just released a new song. They named their band after that song, by From Indian Lakes. See how all these stories are just running together?
Yeah.
Anyways, man, so I go into this coffee shop, waiting to see the Dangerous Summer play. And dude, everyone's like on all these magazines talking about how Tyler Minsberg separated from the band, dude. And this fucking dog of a guy, he's fucking killer, dude. His name's Ben Cato. Ben Cato overwatches this, love you. Anyways, Ben Cato's chilling, bro. I walk in, I'm sitting there with my buddy Caleb that we drove down to. I got him listening to this thing, dude. We took a random road trip to Washington, D.C. one time on spring break in college. We go, dude, let's get in a car and let's just start driving and taking random exits.
Yeah.
So we drove for about 6 hours before we decided where we were going to go. Ended up being Washington, D.C. Dude, yeah. It was awesome because, like, eventually we were like, all right, where the fuck are we? And, like, we pulled it up on Google Maps and we're like, oh, shit, we're right here.
Yeah.
I thought we were closer to South Carolina, but whatever, man. Let's go to DC. So we did. Anyways, we listened to The Dangerous Summer the whole time on this road trip. This story's going somewhere. I'm holding you, ain't I? All right, cool. Anyways, man, I hear this guy behind me in this coffee shop before the show, and he's like, man, give me the strongest thing you got, the biggest thing of caffeine. He goes, it's gonna be a long night, dude. And I'm just sitting there, and I've been reading all these music blogs and shit, how people are like on Ben Cato's ass, how he's not gonna live up to Tyler Minsberg taking over the position in the band.
Yeah.
Dude, and I just turn around in my seat, dude, and it's fucking Ben Cato. And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, Caleb, that's Ben Cato, bro. We gotta go fucking talk to him. He's like, who the fuck is that? I go, exactly. Dude, and I walk up, I'm like, Ben, what's up, dude? And he talks like this. He's like, bro, what's up? How's it going, man? Dude, I was just like, hey, man, big fan of The Dangerous Summer. I was like, anyways, man, I think you're fucking killing it on the new album. It's called Golden Record. They just released this album, man. It had Sin and Catholic girls on it, all this other shit. Anyways, man, really fucking killer album. And I'm like, dude, you're killing it. I don't care what anyone says about you, man. You're a hell of a drummer. Dude, I think, still to this day, I think he's one of the best. He's the best drummer that I know, right? And I'm like, dude, you're fucking killing it. I'm excited to see your show. Dude, we end up sitting there and talking to Ben Cato for like an hour and a half until he's finally like, fuck. He's like, what time is it? And I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm having a great time, man. He's just like, dude, what are you guys doing after the show? And I was just like, nothing. He's like, dude, come drink some Jack Daniels with us. I really had a good time talking to you. Dude, so we go fucking, he like leaves, we go fucking watch them play their show. At the time when I was starting to write music, AJ Perdomo, who's their lead singer, he's one of my biggest favorite songwriters and shit. I was like, dude, this guy's the fucking shit, right? So I tried to mimic a lot of stuff that I did when I was writing music and producing music off of him. I remember when I met him, he asked me, he was like, dude, what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm an English student. He goes, I was an English student before I dropped out of school and like joined a band and took off on the road. I was like, makes sense.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, dude, he's like really poetic in his lyrics, right? So here's where the whole story goes. They fucking, after that fucking, that tour, dude, they're playing with this guy. Oh shit, dude, what's the guy's name? Doesn't really matter. Their fucking guitar player is a fucking piece of shit. He ends up, have you guys ever fucked up on Guitar Hero? I never fucked up on Guitar Hero. I never played it. You did?
There's a video of me floating around on YouTube.
Oh, dude, it's excellent. Dude, if this got leaked, it'd be the greatest thing ever. But dude, pretty much, they said, oh, Cody Payne, they had like another record label that was bigger than one that they were signed to, Hopeless, and like Vic Firth, dude, all orange amplifiers out of fucking like Britain, all this shit, like coming to the show to play at the Roxy in LA.
Yeah.
And Cody Payne blacks out on Xannies. Took too many Xanny bars, bro.
What are those?
I really don't know. I never took one.
That's
But
sure.
dude, it makes you black out. If you take it with alcohol, you get fucking ripped. You don't even remember what happened when you wake up, right? Pretty bad. You could literally fucking hit somebody in a car. You'd wake up and be sitting in a jail cell. And they'd be like, yeah, you hit a car and killed 3 people, and you'd be like, no, I didn't. And they'd be like, yeah, you did. You were fucked up. So, anyways, sorry. It's that whiskey, bro. This story's going somewhere, dude. Pretty much, he gets on stage, dude, and he fucks up like Guitar Hero wise, right? And plays like shit, dude. And Ben Cato, he's like playing because where this all went was the band breaks up out of nowhere. It gets posted online everywhere, right? Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? The Dangerous Summer broke up. This is ass. Yeah. And so then, God, dude, this story's so long. I'm like, I go to see them open for a band named Dreamcatcher, and so Ben Cato's drumming for Dreamcatcher out of Baltimore. That's where my mom's from. Love you, Mom. And, dude, so, dude, he fucking plays for us, and I'm like, bro, like, I was like, what happened to the Dangerous Summer? That's when he tells me that story. He's like, dude, Cody blacked out at the Roxy, like one of the biggest shows we've ever played. So none of these people signed us. We were about to go do our UK tour. We were literally leaving after that show. He goes, it was terrible, dude. So then we finished that leg of the UK tour, came back and broke up. He's like, now that's why I'm drumming for Dreamcatcher. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? He's like, yeah. So long story short, I get out of basic training in 2018 and I see that Ben Cato is in fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s pit at Talladega to start the season. There you go, Dad. He said, best show yet. You're damn right. Race Reed. My dad's a race fan. Imagine that. He's in the comments. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, He's literally on Instagram. I get my phone after basic training and I'm like, yo. I was like, why the fuck is Ben Cato in Talladega's pit? He's literally hanging out with Dale Earnhardt Jr. And then after that, he's hanging out with like Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Dude, pretty much, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would be like working in his garage and he would always play Pandora. This guy can't even hold himself together, bro. I'm sorry, dude. This is a classic Ad McKinney-Drew rant. And dude, so I go in. And I guess he would get up, like say he's working under his car, he's Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's fucking cool, you know? He'd be like, dude, that was a hell of a song. He'd go look at his Pandora and be like, huh, The Dangerous Summer, nice, nice. Walks off, it happens the next day, and he goes, dude, I'm gonna call this band up, I'm gonna talk to him. He calls their record label, and they go, oh, they disbanded, you can't fucking contact him. He goes, oh, I'm Dale Jr., I wanna talk to the lead singer. He calls up AJ Perdomo, their lead singer. He hangs up on him like 3 times, because he doesn't believe it's really him. And he's like, hey, don't hang up. Pretty much, dude, he tells him he's a huge fan of their band. And they meet. He, like, sends over the whole band. I think, dude, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has, like, literally a Western saloon at his house, right? Pretty fucking dope. Like, so all of his friends get drunk and ride their ATVs out there. And he literally has, like, a bar and a saloon. And then, like, a hotel they can stay at. That's some cool shit. Chris, when you become a millionaire, build me one of those. And so anyways, dude, pretty much he revives the band, gives them money, buys the rights back from Cody Payne, who blacked out and stole all the rights to the band. And The Dangerous Summer is still touring to this fucking day because Dale Earnhardt Jr. came and saved him.
That's fucking
Isn't that
sick.
nuts? Sorry that was a long story, guys. I hope it was interesting.
So,
dude, the music world's awesome. And to add on top of that, I ended up recording with Paul Levitt in Baltimore after that, and I went to Guitar Center, and everyone working at Guitar Center was Dreamcatcher, who I just saw on tour like a year ago, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? And they're like, yeah, when we're not on tour, we work at this Guitar Center. And I was like, this is fucking crazy.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, dude, it's nuts, man. But like All Time Low recorded with Paul Levitt, Yellow Card, all these really big bands like Ocean Avenue, you know? And we were literally sitting in this studio that all those records were made. And, dude, like, Dear Maria Count Me In went platinum the day that I recorded with Paul Levitt.
That's a great song.
Yeah, that's it, dude. That's a Paul Levitt song, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" And so we're sitting in this studio with a thing of Jameson. I'm the only person in my band that's 21, and I was like, "Dude, every fucking emo night pop punk song we've ever listened to came out of this fucking studio." Now we're sitting here drinking Jameson at 1 a.m. in it. It was epic, dude. Talk about life being amazing. I'm done ranting. Hope you guys are having a good show.
So I want to pull the chat right now. Just start putting the chats in there. So I caught the end of that story and I caught the beginning of that story. But did anybody else make sense in the middle?
Huh?
Yeah, I want a yes or no in the chat.
Oh, but what?
Dude, I don't even know. Dude, my brain is mush.
Oh, after that story?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was fucking everywhere,
I mean,
man.
but that story was awesome. I can't believe Dale, like, the fact that toddler's brain has only...
Toddlers love Western saloons. Toddlers' brains has only developed so much. No.
Says no as fuck. Okay, so, but, no. But I do want to mention, dude, the fact that, like,
Oh, dude.
I don't know, some people are connected to some people, and Dale Earnhardt did that, dude. It's fucking awesome.
It was pretty dope, dude. Pretty much I knew this drummer, and then Dale Earnhardt shaved his band that broke up. God, I
Yeah.
could have said it that way.
That was, yeah.
Oh, man, dude. I don't know, dude. I had a good music career. I get way too fucking excited about it.
I know, dude, I loved it.
Yeah, alright, yeah, we're boys.
But you owe the
yeah.
stream a shot
Give me
for
the
that.
spicy nacho, man.
There you go. Yeah, the Cool Ranch.
Oh, dude, this is great, yeah.
So while Adam's doing this, dude, I have another story that might just, connect throughout.
Toast.
The story title is called Hot Breath on
Oh,
Hand.
we're running out of time for the show. Gotta go.
Yeah, that's normally post credits laugh, but we'll show that clip eventually if I get.
God,
if I
dude,
get
you're gonna make me
approval
drink
for
this with the
something.
cap on.
Well, yeah, I mean, you technically look at it.
Go ahead with your
Okay,
story, man.
so
Go ahead.
the-
This is embarrassing.
The story's called Hot Breath on Hand. So.
It's literally exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, so typically before we do the show, I mean, it works out some days, some other days it doesn't, depending on what the time constraint is. But we'll come, I'll meet up at my place, and then we'll head out to the local Smith's. It's called the Neighborhood Smith's, but they have a bar inside of it. It's a grocery store. I just burped twice. And so we'll go into this bar, and the beer's super, super cheap. So myself, Adam, and Toast are all sitting in there the other day. St. Patrick's Day, day of the last stream. and we're sitting in there, we're doing our thing, and so basically having a great time, and then Adam takes a sip of his beer, and I think he farts, and while he farts, he just projectile fucking spits all of his beer across the table. It fucking soaks me. Gotta cover up.
I actually laughed at something you said.
Oh, yeah.
But even though you're not funny.
Yeah, no, it was more of just like, I basically admitted to something, but that wasn't whatever, dude. He spits across the table, fucking soaks me, soaks the whole table, gets it all over my my Mac. And then I'm sitting there and I skirt my chair back. It was like one of those where skirt! And the whole bar goes quiet. Honestly, it was so quiet that I really thought the TV fucking paused itself to take a look at us.
It's like the movie Click, pause.
Yeah, no, quite literally, dude. Sandler was in there. So the whole fucking bar stops, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just dying hysterically, trying to be as quiet as possible, right? Moving my chair to the table, blah, blah, we clean it up. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking burp. So I like bend over the table like this, but there's no hand there. I'm just doing that because it's natural when I'm kind of sober. And I fucking let out this absolute Yeti cry. An absolute Yeti wail of a fucking burp, dude. It's like,
It was gross, wasn't it, Toast?
but it doesn't stop, dude. And the next thing I know, right as I get to the end of the burp, for some reason, whatever, all of a sudden I hear this fucking voice right like from like about my ear range right here, saying, "Did you just fucking burp on my hand?" And and I was like, I looked up, dude. It was this fucking old waitress, dude. She's got to be 89. And she's got this fucking...
She was every bit like 35.
Yeah, but dude, she's got this wrinkly old mitt, dude. Looks like Babe Ruth's fucking historic glove fucking sit next to my drink. And apparently she was trying to clean out our drinks, dude. And I just literally let out this Yeti wail on her hand. Dude, it was warm as fuck, too. I literally felt it.
She was reaching in to grab a fucking thing and he just fucking reeked on it.
Yeah, dude, I felt the fucking breath coming back and hit my... Yeah, dude, it was warm. It was warm, dude. So she was like, "Did you just burp on my fucking hand?" And I just looked up and I was like, yeah. I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't fucking..."
Didn't see you there.
Yeah, that fucking baseball mitt kind of blended in with the table. I didn't see it there. And she was like, and just walked away, dude. And I turned around and I watched her walk away and she instantly started talking shit about me to all the other customers. So I actually went in there.
Did that happen or is that in your head?
No, that actually happened. And I was so fucking embarrassed. I went in there a week later to go grocery shopping. And I looked at the bar. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll grab a beer when I was here. And it was like a movie, dude. As I was walking towards the bar, I saw like a rerun of that happen in my head. And I was like, fuck that. I was like, I got a month before I could show up there again.
We almost went there today.
We did. Yeah, but anyway,
somebody was running late.
Yeah. Fucking whole wheat bread. But yeah, that's the story of hot breath on hand. It was fucking disgusting. I feel bad for her. And I'm gonna honestly pop in there this coming...
What about the guy that walked in on you in the restroom? Thanks, Toast.
Who sent that?
Toast.
Oh, I told you about that, huh? Wait, walked in on me in the restroom.
The stuff he was doing in the restroom.
The stuff he was doing? Like where he went... Sss, that one? Oh, okay, dude. So I'm out at this local Wildfire. It's a bar out here in Vegas. And I will go in there to take a piss.
Is that what you were talking about? That's not what...
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the guy that like went in there was talking to himself and shit. And
oh my gosh! So we're okay.
There it is. Now it clicked.
Yeah, rewind back to this Smith's, right? There's this. Okay, well it's gonna sound fucked up, but I mean no disrespect to paraplegics, but
Jesus Christ.
This guy's sitting there in a wheelchair, right, at the bar, and he's not even sitting at a table. He kind of just parked himself right in the middle of everybody's walkway, and he's sitting there just fucking beer on knee, enjoying himself. Blah, blah. My 8 boys, I gotta go piss. So I walk into the restroom, and Christ came down and touched him on his forehead, because this fucking guy in a wheelchair walks into the bathroom, and I'm sitting there pissing. I'm like, okay, somebody's in here. There's only one urinal, so I'm expecting him to like come and check to see if it's occupied, whatever. First thing I hear when he walks in is, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I get done, wrap myself up, whatever, and I walk out and he's just standing there looking at the stall like this. I don't know if he's blind, but he was standing there looking at the stall like this. Fucking snaps his head to the left, looks right at me, and he goes, dude, so basically from there, I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I fucking I didn't even wash my hands. I fast walked to the door, and on my way out, I hear, meow, meow! And I fucking rush back to the table. First thing I do is tell these guys. And I'm like, dude, you're never gonna guess what happened, bro. About 5 minutes later, we see him fucking walk out with almost like a little swagger. Right to his chair, plop down, and then just fucking, you know, he does his thing, dude. But it was honestly a terrifying experience. That's what he's talking about.
He was probably an alien.
Adam called him in. They contacted him. He said, yes, come. C-O-M-E.
Keep getting contacted once a week now, so.
Yep.
Just waiting to get abducted one night in my sleep.
Oh, dude, wait, no, I have one more thing.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, this is, I mean, not a preface to last video, but,
Preface is a big word for you.
it's a short word. It's only like 8 letters.
Spell it.
P-R-E.
It's 7 letters.
P-R-E.
I'm just
F-A-I-C.
kidding, Chris. Go ahead, man.
Preface. Might be P-H, I don't know.
9 letters, 8 letters.
But so, dude, this a little bit of conspiracy theory, not really, but kind of. It's called celebrity skin suits. This is something I saw in the old TikTok.
You didn't even tell me this was going to be in the script.
I
These
did
shows
not.
ain't scripted.
No, only, yeah.
And if it was scripted, would Chris talk about half the shit he does?
No,
Probably
it would
not.
probably not come up.
Would I tell like a fucking hour-long story? Probably.
Yeah, yeah. My buddy, dude, Joseph Morgan Wallen and his family. But yeah, no, so the celebrity skin suits, right, it was going around on TikTok. Don't worry about that. So celebrity skin suits, right? So apparently if celebrities don't want to go to something or, you know, unavailable or blah, 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 they have these people that create these like lifelike masks. But the only way that you can tell is by the eyes. You can tell right here by the eyes. And if it's not actually them, there'll be like almost like a rubber mask looking right here on the inner eye, right in the crotch.
Where'd you read this?
On TikTok, so it must be true.
It's gotta be true.
And you can see the separation. And actually, so everybody knows how the Simpsons fucking apparently has been predicting the future for years.
They predicted 9/11. They predicted that Donald Trump was gonna be president.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Look it up.
It's
YouTube.
fucking crazy. But they said this, and also Family Guy said this, and for whoever doesn't know, dude, those two fucking shows really don't give a fuck. They honestly just push out whatever they want to, and they're really uncensored.
Seth MacFarlane, man.
Yep. And so they put it out, everybody put it out, and there's literally pictures of these celebrities at like red carpet events to where you can see the separation in the two different eyes from the mask from the regular eyes.
I'm gonna look it up on the YouTube later.
And it's creepy as fuck,
I'm
man.
excited.
I would be too.
Alright, you got an inspirational quote?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
This should be good.
So this is the inspirational quote. Actually, Pony Flies knows this one. I tell it to him often, almost once every 6 months. It is, big dog's gonna eat, little crying puppy's gonna stay on the fucking porch. So basically what I'm saying, dude, if you're gonna get out and do whatever the fuck you want to accomplish, you're gonna do it. But if you're hesitant, you know, and you're fucking, I can't say that because it's not politically correct. But if you're not gonna do it, then you know what, dude, you're gonna be stuck on the porch the rest of your life. So why not go out and explore?
That's right.
Yeah, that was actually said by a very smart man. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to leak his shit, but I believe his initials were CEH.
Elmer? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching Sweet Nectar with Adam McKinney-Drew and Chris. Oh man, I'm gonna put a fucking dash right here, right now. Sorry, Chris. He's gonna get so mad at me for doing this.
Yeah, it's a cock punch. But yeah, no, it's there now. There's a dash.
Hey, watch next week. Thank you, guys. We talked about a bunch of weird shit. Thank you for calling in.
Also, in addition to that, next week I'm actually going to be out of state.
Oh yeah, so we gotta do a video, and Chris isn't gonna do it, so we might not fucking have one.
Yeah, so we'll see. There's going to be one or two things that are going to happen. Either we're going to do the podcast on Saturday, or vice versa. We're going to put out a little video, not live, but you can check it out on the YouTube channel. But either way,
caught that. That was pretty good. Yeah.
But either way, appreciate you guys calling in.
Yeah.
Taking the time out of your night.
I'm Matt McKinney-Drew. He's Chris Warwick.